All right, I will be your seller. Sound good?
Yep. Ring,
Okay.
ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks for taking my call. I'm Dan with Yoder Real Estate, and I was just curious when your home sells, where are you moving to?
Oh, well, yeah, Dan. Hey, we're really not working with agents.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that, and I can understand that. Frankly, the reason I'm calling is every day I proactively look for buyers for my sellers. Isn't that what you would want? What you would want from an agent? I mean, if you hired an agent, right?
Yeah, we're not looking to look for an agent. I mean, we're going to be moving to Tennessee in the spring, but we just put the sign in the ground, Dan, and we thought we would do this first, and then we might work with an agent down the line. But for now, we're just going to stay with this plan. You know.
Yeah, Tennessee in the spring. That's exciting. What brings you down to Tennessee?
Um, yeah. So we're just a relocation. My job allows me to work anywhere in the country, and I thought I would, we have some family down there, so yeah,
Family's the major reason.
yeah, you got it.
Awesome. And you said spring. What's important about that spring timeline?
Um, Spring is, we just want to. We figure that's how long it'll take. By the time we get a buyer, we're not in a real hurry. I can do it anytime. We can move now. We can move then, but just a decision we made.
Yeah, no, understandable. Absolutely. You know, Kevin, I'm just curious. You said, you're going to give it a go for a while. What does that look like?
Um, Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe try it for a month or so and see how it goes. Maybe see if we think we'll have some pretty good success. We already had a couple showings, so we'll just give it a shot. Maybe through the end of March.
Really well. Congrats with those showings. You know, uh, how'd they go and what happened at them?
Yeah, what the showings?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, they said they liked it. They said they had to think about it.
Great. So you plan on following up with them?
They said they'd call. So that's kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Are you working with buyers agents then?
Um, I don't know. I guess we probably would. Yeah. If someone
Great.
had a buyer that would be willing to pay our price, then we'd be open to it.
Okay. Great. Now that you decide to sell your house, how would you rate your motivation on a scale of 1 to 10, being 10 being high?
Oh, I'd say we're probably an 8 right now. That might get up later on, but for now we're probably an 8. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Why
great.
do you have a Dan? Do you have a buyer
Yeah,
for our?
absolutely could have a buyer. We work with lots of buyers in the area, and your home came on our radar, and it's something that we can absolutely look for one for you. Just out of curiosity, how'd you determine the price of your home?
Um, we looked at Zillow. We looked at Zillow, and then we had an agent that's kind of a friend of ours, kind of an acquaintance from church. They threw together some numbers for us, and we used the combination of those two things, and we thought, I think we're pretty good compared to. We also looked around what had sold in the neighborhood last year. So a combination of those three things.
Oh, good for you. Why'd you decide to sell yourself instead of deciding to list with a real estate agent?
Um, well, we want to save the commission. We figured if we could do it ourselves, why would we not do that? Like what's the point if I can save commission?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Uh, Just curious, are you familiar with what I do to get homes sold?
No, Dan, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. What would be the best time to show you and take a look at your house to see if we have any buyers to match them up with your home?
Well, I don't know. We're kind of busy, so I'm thinking, maybe how about we do this? Can you call me back in a couple weeks and then we'll see if it makes more sense then.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. And in the meantime, What's a good time for me to just check out the house? Like I said, we work with hundreds of buyers, and your home could absolutely be a match for them. That gives us a chance to put a face to the name, and if at least you get to talk, and we get to meet each other, and at worst, you get your home sold through one of our buyers.
Uh, so what are you asking? You want to just come by and take a look at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not going to list with you, but yeah, that's fine if you want to take a look at it and just see. Yeah. You can. I mean, we're home most of the time. I work from home, so just let me
Okay,
know.
so this afternoon at 3 p.m., does that work for you?
Yeah, it does.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing you today at 3 p.m., Kevin.
Yeah. Great. Thanks. We'll see you then, Dan. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So let's let you self-analyze first. How do you feel like you did?
Uh, I'm not. I need to get back reading this script. So this was different. I bounced around. I mean, on this script, I didn't really stay the line, but there's really no line. Um, Dug a little deep on the. Didn't get to the why they're moving, other than they just want to get close to family. Um, I guess this script, I wasn't as familiar with it, but that's not an excuse. It's more of a, um, to jump in. Are you familiar to what I do to get home sold? And it's just what would, okay, oh, really? And then what would look best? When they've told you, I guess I just wasn't unsure that they're not listing at this point. Is that where you go, or you just set it up for that? But
Yeah. Well, I'll share in a minute. I just want to hear more if you have any other insights from your own call. You were kind of in the middle of it, so it may not be all that clear to you, but you probably also got a sense for how it was going in your mind, right?
right. I would say, I mean, I thought my energy was good. Uh, Different language patterns. I tried to emphasize different things. Sound curious on a couple of them. When you said, "Do you have buyers?" I'm getting better at just acknowledging and moving past.
Mhm.
Need to get more curious on Tennessee and job. Ask what they do,
Mm.
what part of Tennessee, different things along those lines. And
Yeah.
then I didn't I got off track with some of the first paragraph of this script. Most agent three P's, I didn't say any of that. On the other hand, fourth P, proactive buyers. So that you just don't know how that would have went because I didn't use it.
Yeah, so that's good. I think the takeaway I have for you is, I think you did a pretty good job. You did get that point where you were curious. You were curious throughout the call, and at the same time, when it came to the reason why they were moving, you turned into monotone. So that one time where you had an opportunity to pick up the tone, it was family, and I said family, and you're like, okay, so family is the main reason. It kind of sounded like that. Oh, so family is the main reason. So you could go back to that Mike Ferry script and the expired where he says, oh, so family. So it's kind of like a reunion for you, right? Like uptick, very excited in his voice, and that's how it would sound when they say family. Family is like the most personal thing that they could say, that would then have them have a visual in their mind of family. So you definitely want to go there with them and say, okay, great. So extended family, was it close? Tell me about that. And then let them talk about it. The more they talk about their family, the more well, look, we think in fill the blank.
Pictures.
We think in pictures. So because we think in pictures, we are always aiming towards having a visual in their mind. We want them to think about their family. So when they think about their family in their mind, that's what they're thinking about, and they want to get closer to their family. So have them become emotionally involved in that, right? So Dan, I'm looking through these four scripts that we have, and I noticed the FISBO 2 script. I would say that as you do this, and this is the only way you're gonna master this, you're gonna come to your own conclusions on where you want to pivot between them. I noticed that there's the second paragraph, the last paragraph of the second one says, "Hey, that's exactly why I should come by your home. Because you know what? At a weak moment, you might end up with a weak agent. And I want you to meet an agent who many FSBOs, who many for sale by owners, don't call them FSBOs, they don't know what that means, who many for sale by owners have decided to list with because I help them get what they want. When could I stop by to see your house for about 15 minutes? I can look at your home and tell potential buyers about it. See, I'm probably going to go there. And so you can jump from one script to the next if you have them pulled up on a second monitor, or if you have them printed out, you have them on a flip. Just, you have to have something in your arsenal, and you will develop your own methodology for pivoting back and forth based on how that conversation is going. I'm going to have all the tools in my tool belt. I want all the tools. I can flip from one to the next. And that's why we have those script cards that I handed to you, Caleb, from the bold training, which allows you to, and that's what I would do. I would stand there with the script cards. And as I'm going through having a conversation, they're talking and I'm listening, but I also know I'm going to, I'm going to do this one. So I flip to that one and I hammer that one. You see that? It's a combination. And so you have the ability to do that if you can be in the moment and also pay attention to what they're saying, but also know, okay, I'm going to go with this one here. This is how this conversation is going. This is only going to happen if you're doing it every day for hours a day. It's the action piece of the equation. It's attraction action. So get into the, we work on ourselves in the morning, we see ourselves successful, and then you take action on it. And by doing it 2 hours a day, you're going to come to your own conclusions that are not required for me to tell you. What is intuitively guiding you through those scripts. You're going to develop your own methodology. So that's the name of the game, is practice. I think, you're on to a good start, Dan. I'm the agent, you're the seller. Okay, so ring, ring. Hey, hello, thanks for taking my call. This is Kevin with Yoder Real Estate, and I work with many buyers in the area, and I was wondering how I can help you.
Bring me a buyer.
That's awesome, man. I think we have the same goal in mind, Dan. So let's assume I have your name, okay? So Dan, the reason why I'm asking I would love to bring you a buyer, and the reason I'm asking is that I have listings in the area, and I was hoping you might be a buyer. You might be a buyer for one of my listings. You see, I call daily to find buyers for my sellers. And by the way, so where are you moving to?
We're actually moving to Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Okay, great. So it's not uncommon that I have one of my referral partners in Indiana that actually has listings as well. So there might be an opportunity for me to reach out to them and connect you with a top agent in that area who can find you that home. So by the way, Dan, when do you have to be there?
No really set timeline. We're just looking to move down in the next, couple of months.
Couple months. Okay. So couple months.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like when you think about the ideal timeline, and by the way, when you say we, I'm just curious, is there another decision maker in the process?
Yeah. Yeah. My wife, Suzanne.
Suzanne. Okay, great. So I'm just curious, Dan, when you and Suzanne decided to put the sign in the yard and go this path, how long did you decide that you would go at this on your own before you decided to list with an agent?
Well, we talked about it a little bit, but we're figuring we'll give it a go for 30 days, maybe 40. I don't know, somewhere around there.
Okay, all right. So 30 or 40 days. So you're thinking, somewhere around mid-March.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Great, Dan. Hey, you know what? It kind of brings to mind, this is exactly why I should come by your home, because at a weak moment, you you might end up with a weak agent. And I want you to meet an agent who many for sale by owners have decided to list with, because I help them get what they want. So with that in mind, when could I stop by to see your house for about 15 minutes, Dan? And I can take a look at your home, and that way I can tell potential buyers about it. Would today at 3 be okay, or would 5 o'clock be better?
5 works.
5 o'clock? Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. I'll come by at 5 o'clock, and I can't wait to meet you and Suzanne. I'll take a look at your home. I'll write down all the features of it, snap a few photos, and we'll just see if there's anybody I have that matches. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, awesome. Great. So there's a way to get there with just getting your foot in. It's called the foot in the door approach. That's what that script is. Get to meet them, leave them your information, get a report that says, how to sell your home. I think there might be a template in FirePoint, how to sell your home on your own. Have you looked at any of that kind of stuff, Dan?
There's the email chain that you can send out that sends it out weekly. I have not seen the templates that you can have them like a printout or anything. I've not seen any of that.
Okay, let me look at it because you want to leave them with something. You want to leave them a report that says how to sell your home on your own. I know it sounds,
Listing pack, would that be, minus all the stuff to fill out? Just hand it to them so you're cutting down on the postage. Is that something?
yep, that's exactly right. But now hear me out though. This is important. Leave them a report with a report specifically that states that this is how you sell your home on your own. It breaks the rules of conventional wisdom, but we're not dealing with conventionality here. We are dealing with the law of reciprocity, which is much greater than any other law or concept that we can make up. So I give you this to help you. I'm really, truly interested. If I can help you sell your home, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, and it was because of you learned something in this list, and then I find out about it, you let me know. Thank you. Hey, it makes me feel good inside. And by the way, maybe you'll refer me to somebody. Sound good? It's a win-win all the way. See that? Now that by the law of reciprocity, they not only will feel compelled, but they will need to reciprocate in some manner. That's how that works. Sound good? I'll get a report to you so that we have something, we have a tool in our tool belt. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay, fantastic. All right, guys, this is good. We'll continue to do this and practice it, and then we'll get the rest of the team doing it as well. So we're all able and doing this at a high level.